Do you ever wonder how Google has like the best people in the world and how they have one of the biggest companies in the world? It's all in the talent. As I'm growing my company, right now we're at like 35 people. I'm learning about the importance of hiring, picking good people, the costs and the loss from hiring bad people. Let's jump right into today's video. So the biggest tip is hiring with belonging. So what does that mean? How do you hire with belonging? What you want to do is you want to provide an extra hour of training. Focus not on the company, but focus on the employee. You want to ask questions such as, what is unique about you that leads to the happiest time and the best performances you have at work? If you were lost at sea, what special skills would you bring to the situation? At the end of the hour, give them a fleece sweatshirt, embroider with their name alongside your company's name. So they did studies and they did this test where people were given this 1 hour of extra sort of training, which was just about them, where they could just talk about themselves, and the results were quite crazy. 7 months later, the stats showed that these employees that were given an hour of extra belonging training would be 250% more likely to stay. That's crazy. Next is be painstaking with the hiring process. Create a long hiring process. Make it a demanding process. Contribute and look into deep background research on the person. See and ask for an extensive sort of reference on how they interacted with a large group of people. Check their performance through tests that you can sort of get them to do. And Zappos, one of the biggest companies that was then acquired by Amazon, on top of the 1 hour extra training of just belonging cues that we just mentioned earlier, they offer trainees a $2,000 bonus if they quit, and about 10% of trainees accept this offer. And what this is basically, one, showing that, hey, we don't really need you, we'll pay you to leave. Two, making people be like, what's so good about working here that they're willing to pay people to leave? And three, this just weeds out all the people who are not passionate about the company. Next is, let's talk about, when it comes to hiring, what makes a strong team member. You want a person that can feel bad when their team member makes some mistakes, feel sorry for their team member. Let's say your team member was supposed to make some deleted videos private, but they forgot to and got yelled at. How do you feel? This is a question you can ask people. Hey, so let's say your co-worker was screamed at because he didn't delete some videos that he should have. How do you feel? That's a good interview question. A person who's ready to take. Next is, you want to look for a person who's ready to take the hit for you. Let's say you're running late to a presentation with your team member and there's no way to get there on time, and you know your team leader will yell at you when you arrive. What do you tell your team member? One, hey, let's hurry up, and he just takes off running. Or two, he says, hey, look, we're going to get hammered anyways, so let's take a minute to make sure our presentation is correct. We want to hire the second person because he's not thinking of himself, he's thinking of the team. Those are the type of people you want to take on. Team thinkers, people who think of others over themselves. Not in a bad way, of course, where they're like self-harming themselves, or they don't care about themselves, or they don't have any confidence in themselves. And lastly, this is really important, referrals. Here's an example on how Google did this competition, where it created this insane, crazy referral effect. So what they did was they had this MIT red balloon challenge where there were several of these massive red balloons. And they said, hey, we're going to give $2,000 to the first person to send us the correct coordinates. By the way, this was a challenge on I think a few different companies went ahead, their goal was hey, find the location of all the balloons. And this is the approach that one of the companies went with, this referral approach. Hey, we'll give you $2,000 if you can send us the correct coordinates. But we're also going to be giving $1,000 to the person who invited them. Then we're going to give $500 to whoever invited the inviter. And then we're going to give $250 to whoever invited them. So we created this spiral referral effect. And that's crazy because now everyone's like, wow, there's a good chance I'm not going to find someone. There's a good chance that when I invite someone, they're not going to find someone, but there's a good chance that if I invite someone and they invite someone, that they'll invite someone, that they'll invite someone that would find it. Now everyone is just sending out referrals, sending in referrals, just putting in people, because it makes it achievable. When you have one goal and one prize, it makes it hard to be that one winner. But if there's a first, second, and third prize, then it's like, this is worth doing because at least I could come home with something. And that's sort of how Google hires and recruits the best people in the world. So if you guys enjoyed this video, I definitely enjoy filming these videos because I learn a lot putting together these presentations and putting together all this information and reading books. And I get a lot of knowledge just saying it out to you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let's go ahead and announce last video's winners for $1,000 worth of courses and consulting courses with me. The winners here, if you guys want to qualify, all you have to do is drop a comment below, follow me on Instagram, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, like this video, and I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow with nothing but more value. Peace.